Well, I want to avoid making a long video now because in the past I used to talk for about 45 minutes, 30 minutes, but I'm trying to limit it to maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes. Yes. I don't really have much to say, you know what I'm saying? Just woke up this morning and I felt talking, you know what I'm saying? I feel it talking, so that's what it is. It's not that I have anything important to say, you know what I'm saying? I mean, most of the time it's just view myself and see how I physically look. That's all what it is. Yeah. My neighbor be wondering who I be talking to, man, you know what I'm saying? She came 2 different times. When I first moved here, the first time she came, I think I was, I recorded and I was trying to hear myself, and she came at the door. Who is talking? The loudspeaker is loud. And she came the second time, said the same thing. I said, bitch, I didn't say it like that. I said, don't come here no more, man. I slammed the door in your face. Ever since then, I play my music loud and I dance loud. I do whatever I want to do, man. But I make sure it's not during the night. I do it during the day. She didn't do shit. She just up there, just sound and sound. You never hear her voice. I do what I place to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. Man, I said it over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? I said it over and over, man. When last did I pronounce myself as a pope all the way? Ever since I pronounced myself as a pope, I haven't had a girlfriend at all. Not at all in this, yes. And I'm not there, age the government, man. I'm not going out there in the club no more. I don't even go to the club no more. The whole scene, the club scenes have become nasty to me, and touches and stuff. You have to touch somebody when you go to the club. You can't isolate yourself. Touches is my problem, you know what I'm saying? Because I have most of the times I have bad consequence, a negative effect. Touches, you know what I'm saying? So I don't go to the club. I don't go to bars, places like that. The places that I go. Are, I don't even go to the library that you call the ordinary. I go to the state library. The state library is actually connected to the university. This is where I go. They have places where you can sit and study. If you don't have a computer, there are computers there, but I take my own laptop with me, you know what I'm saying? Just to avoid confusions, I want to talk about this morning. I don't know. I go to YouTube I tend to see bad images, and then when I go to Facebook, there's another bad image. What to do in this world, man? I don't want to see all your nakedness. These fools, right? People are not sensible. You know what I'm saying? God damn it. Wow, who want to be seeing your behind and all that, man, on YouTube and wherever, man. This is a filthy world, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. God did reveal it to me to pronounce myself as a pope because I don't, I don't see anyone in the world that would, do what I do or say what I say. I don't see anyone in the world. I haven't seen anyone in the world, you know what I'm saying? There was a reason why, Christ touched me. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, Christ is not a white man, I'm gonna tell you. So when I mention the word Christ or Jesus, it's not being a white man, he's not a white man, you know what I'm saying? When Christ touched me back in Liberia, and I kept asking myself a question, man, why did Christ touch me, you know what I'm saying? I'm slow at speech. As you can see, I don't talk very much, you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, I inherited from my mommy. My mommy is not a talking person. I'm not a talking person. And I was not a talking person at all. I had a tongue tie when I was growing up. You know, my way of conversation was yes and no, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? You know, Christ could have touched other people, you know what I'm saying? Some of my friends are were much more outspoken, and some of my siblings as well, you know what I'm saying? But Christ touched me instead, right? You know what I'm saying? The way it began, you know what I'm saying? The way it began, he literally opened my mouth, you know. So, and I asked myself a question, man, why did Christ touch me, man? You know what I'm saying? He could have touched other people, man, that have, you know, claim to have, you know, their degrees or whatever, man, you know. But I think he touched me for a reason, though, and not because of any kind of social or political status or nothing like that. I think he touched me because of my heart. God touched me because of my heart. My heart is pure. You know what I'm saying? To have a pure heart is different from than having saint in your life. You can have a lot of sins in your life and still have a pure heart. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm pretty sure there are folks in this world who try to do right in the sight of God, but yet do not have pure heart. You know what I'm saying? Pure heart is different. Go ahead and pronounce a thing. And define a thing. Yes. I'll tell you. The question kept popping in my head, you know, because, you know, when Lena and myself met in Liberia, I asked her what kind of language you speak out there in Denmark. And she said, no, first I said, do people in Denmark speak English? She said no. And I was kind of wondering, wow, it's going to be a challenge, man. Speaking another language, I barely can speak English, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, you know, learning another European language, that's going to be a challenge. That's exactly the reason why when I came here, at first, I didn't want to be here, man. I didn't want to be here. I came here in 84 and 85, decided to go back to Liberia. She must have went back to Liberia, you know, and then the war broke up, we came back, so that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? With you can bring all your degrees in Denmark, chances are that you're not going to get a job, especially as a, you know, someone from third world country, you know, as a European, you know, if you come from France, for instance, or Britain, with your degrees, you know, it had to be a higher degree, then you probably will have some sort of a job, a teaching job, but it requires that you do some sort of a supplementary besides your home education, you know what I'm saying? It's even worse for Africans. I know this dude who come from, what was he from? He was from, he was an architect, right, from Ethiopia, but then came here as a asylum seeker, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much good. I saw some of his excursions, but he couldn't get a job now. He's a bus driver, you know, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Screw you, did I come out here, to do all your manual job and cleaning job and being a bus driver? Hell, freaking no, I'm not here for that. And plus, I can't drive a bus. I have a big other brain to go around and doing stuff like that. I'm saying, man, I'm saying. You know, I'm just trying, man, I'm just trying. I do not come across anyone who speaks English at all in this country, not at all. That's the way it is out here. That's the way it is, man. Even at the state library that's supposed to be an international place, I don't see anyone speaking English at all, not at all. Majority is Danish, and sometimes you hear people speaking other languages, but I don't come across anyone. This is a freaking third world country's bare, man. This is a quiet place. You know, when I had a need to talk, then I go in front of my camera, you know what I'm saying? I say what I gotta say, but see, I didn't talk in front of the camera at all when I was in the States, not at all, or even in Canada, because it did not occur to me, fellow medics I was among, always, in the company of people, you know what I'm saying. So you come home, you're tired, especially going to work, coming home and tired. I didn't have the need to talk. As well as in Canada, when I was in Canada, even in London, I didn't have the need to talk. But over here, you have the need to talk, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a talking place, it's an isolated motherfucker. You know. And so, gotta do your research, man. I'm not here to teach the world. I'm not here to, to give wisdom to the world. Like I said, I'm just doing it just to view myself. Like you say, the age is getting me now. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes want to see how I physically look, and I view myself when I have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the weekends. The weekends are hardest. Doing ordinary days and go out and hang around. I spend most of the time at a state library anyways before I can start my engineering course or whatever education, engineering education in January. So I go there and do my math and physics and chemistry, whatever, man. Just go home, Your president-elect is not intelligent, man. You can't be telling all the folks, there are the folks that they're poor, you're poor and not educated, you know what I'm saying? Do not generalize about any ethnic group, you know what I'm saying? There are more black people that are educated in the world, some of them have PhD and plus, you know what I'm saying? Some are rich motherfucker, somebody billionaire. You find, black billionaires in the world, not only in the United States, but all over the world, man. You can't generalize about black people saying they're uneducated and poor. I'm talking about your president-elect, man. I ain't gonna call his name because his position is beneath me. He's under my jurisdiction. I do not aspire to the White House. I don't want to be in the White House because it's a sinful place, you know what I'm saying? So look at you, man. God damn it. Take a goddamn look at yourself, man. Before you can put down other people, The pride of life. That's exactly what the Bible's talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Wow. Oh well. Let me as you can see, I don't want to do this. Yeah. This is my very first video this morning. I'm trying to see how it looks.